1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talkshow podcast with Emmy Hikins and
It's
Trevor
me
Gear.
and my brother, Trevor.
You know, the brain doesn't, in terms of touch and feeling, because they're so sensitive, the brain doesn't only tell us what it does feel, it tells us what it ought to feel. Now, as an example of that, if you have the, so we say romantically, the caress of a lover, of a friend, a girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, it's a wonderful feeling. But that same caress by a stranger is likely to be pretty creepy and horrible. So again, it's the same touch we might feel, but the brain knows whether that's something that is good and beautiful or creepy and unpleasant. So again, these corpuscles do so much that we never really think about. So that's the hand. I mean, there's a lot more we could say about it, but you did pick up something earlier when you said we speak with our hands. Would you say you speak with your hands?
I would, yeah.
Speak a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see it with... Go on. No, after you.
No, I was just gonna say, if you're making a speech or you're trying to say something expressive, the hands would have to be involved somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's quite interesting to watch when we're watching football, I'd say on the TV. The cameras occasionally pan onto the manager at the side. The managers at the side of the pitch, without naming who. One of them, very regularly, when the camera pans onto him, happens to be seemingly picking his nose, and it's not just a one-off. I won't say who it is, but he regularly seems to do that. But you can see them; they're getting angry. They're telling their players what to do. The hands are giving those gestures. Hand gestures is the thing, isn't it? So I'm going to ask you now about some hand gestures, and I only want pleasant ones, no rude ones, please, Cuz, coming back from you, because body language, we think really we communicate mainly with our mouths, the words that come out of our mouths, but apparently it can be up to 2/3 of our communication is from body language, facial expression, tone of voice, hand movements, and we'll look at these hand gestures. But again, hands are such a powerful part of communication, and as we know, as we've talked about. So let's think about some of these gestures. What would you think this one means?
Is that
For anyone listening and not watching, I'm tapping the side of my nose. What does that mean then?
does that mean keeping a secret? Your secret's safe with me, or
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Secret, confidentiality, a shared understanding of something. Yeah, that's right. Thumbs up. We know what a thumbs up means. What does that mean?
it means everything's all right or okay.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be in the gladiator Roman times, when there was a gladiators duel. They were fighting each other, and Caesar or one of the emperors was in the audience. At the end of the fight, one of them was beaten, and he was laying on the floor, probably beaten and bleeding. And then the emperor decides whether he should live or die, whether the winning gladiator should kill him. And it was all dependent on whether he stuck his thumb up or stuck his thumb down as to whether he lived or died. So again, that was something that was used quite a lot. An obvious hand gesture is applause, or even banging tables, I guess, if you're in some sort of a meeting. Praying hands, what do we think that really means if you see that gesture, praying hands?
Well, it could also be used to indicate apology, like I'm sorry, or it could be used to express a sort of submission or sort of an agreement, but in a non-confrontational way.
Yeah,
praying.
I mean, I always use the emoji of praying hands. I tend to use as a thank you. But from what you've just said, perhaps I've been apologising for something every time. I sometimes put 3 in a row, so that's pretty worrying if I've got the wrong one there. What about what would you say is the peace sign? How would you make the peace sign, and describe it as you do it for anyone listening and not viewing?
For all the
Peace to you, brother.
Yeah, for all the Scottish viewers, I would want to say it's a peace sign and not the other way. So it's that.
Well, that's the root sign too. Do they do it the other way around then, the Scottish viewers?
No, that's what they do. But they do it that way. They go like that.
You've just given me the V sign, so I think you've made your point there.
Right.
Waving. I mean, something humans, I think, have almost an innate, an instinctive.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us. Please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show. His contribution's thoughtful and smart.